get real for a second. Right now, you're carrying a heavy weight, and it's not from the gym. It's that sick feeling in your stomach because you know you're failing. You wake up, and the first thing you think about isn't your goals. It's the fact that you broke your promises yesterday. You look at that list of resolutions from New Year's Eve, and now, it just feels like a piece of paper that proves you're a liar. You tell people, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. You tell your friends you've been too busy. But when you're alone, you know the truth. You quit. You stop showing up. You let the new year energy die. And now you're standing in February realizing that a new calendar didn't magically make you a new person. Most of you are frozen. You're stuck because the gap between who you want to be and who you are right now feels too big to jump. So you're waiting. You're waiting for a sign. You're waiting for the spark to come back. You're waiting for next Monday or March 1st or a day when you finally feel like it. Here is the truth. Feeling like it is a trap for people who are okay with being average. Average people wait for a feeling to move. Legends move to find a feeling. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll be waiting in the same spot for the next 10 years while your life passes you by. The next 72 hours are the only thing that matters. Not the whole year, not your big dreams, just the next 3 days. If you can't win the next 72 hours, you can kiss your year goodbye. The clock is running. Why did you stop? It wasn't because you're lazy. It's because you fell in love with a fantasy. You wanted a perfect January. You imagine a month where you never missed a workout, never ate junk food, and woke up early every single day with a smile. But the second life got hard. The second you had a bad day at work, where you got sick, or you just felt tired, you missed one day, and because it wasn't perfect anymore, your brain told you it was ruined. So you threw the whole thing away. That's like getting a flat tire on your car, and then taking out a hammer and smashing the other 3 tires because you're mad. It makes no sense, but that's exactly what you did with your habits. You traded your future for a temporary mood. You let a single mistake define your entire month. Listen, anyone can work hard on January 1st. The gyms are full of people who are just excited because it's a new year. That isn't grit. That's just a trend. That's just a costume they put on for 3 weeks until the newness wears off and the work starts to get boring. But February? February is where the real ones show up. February is where it gets cold, the excitement is gone, and excuses start to sound like common sense. If you're waiting to feel good before you start again, you've already lost. A perfect January is a dream. A messy, hard, ugly February is where you actually change your life. That's where you build real strength. Not when it's easy, but when you're tired, you're annoyed, and you do it anyway. Every time you say, I will start again on Monday, do you know what you're really doing? You're teaching your brain that your word doesn't mean anything. You're telling yourself that your dreams can wait, but your comfort can't. You're slowly killing your own self-trust, brick by brick. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you lose a little bit of respect for the person in the mirror. You're turning into a person who is great at starting things, but a professional at quitting them. You're becoming a person who's about to do something, instead of a person who did it. Is that the person you want to be? Someone who lives in the almost and the one day? Think about the version of you that actually hits your goals by the end of the year. That person didn't get there because they were perfect. They got there because when they fell down in January, they didn't sit in the dirt for 3 weeks waiting for a fresh start or a new month. They didn't care about the date on the calendar. They didn't wait for the guilt to go away before they moved. They got up immediately, even if they were shaking. The space between where you are and where you want to be is filled with the days you didn't feel like doing the work. Every day you skip is a day you choose to stay the same. If you only work when you're motivated, you'll stay exactly where you are. Winners don't wait for fire. They build it with their own hands in the middle of a storm. We're going to fix your life right now. Not next week. Right now. Forget about the next 11 months. Forget about your big vision. That's too much for you to handle right now. Your brain is overwhelmed, and that's why you're stuck. From this second on, your world is only 72 hours long. Your only job is to survive the next 3 days without breaking. And here is the rule. Do not break your word to yourself for the next 3 days. Why 72 hours? Because your brain gets scared of forever. If I tell you to go to the gym for a year, you'll find an excuse. But anyone can survive 72 hours of discipline. It's a sprint, not a marathon. Pick 3 simple things. Not 10, just 3. 1 for your body, like walking for 15 minutes or doing 20 push-ups. 1 for your mind, like reading 2 pages of a book or sitting in silence for 5 minutes. 1 for your self-control, like no sugar, no scrolling on social media, or no complaining. If you said you'd do it, you do it. No matter what. Even if you're tired, even if you're busy, even if you're not in the mood. When you finish these 72 hours, you prove to your brain that January wasn't a failure. It was just a warm-up. You prove that you're the boss of your own body. You aren't starting over. You're taking your life back from the hands of your excuses. When you start these 72 hours, your brain is going to try to talk you out of it. It's going to say, what's the point of just 10 minutes at the gym? It won't make me look like a model. Or, 1 page of a book won't make me smart. That is the voice of the person who wants you to stay weak and predictable. That's the voice of the version of you that has already accepted the defeat. Shut that voice up. Now, to first dismantle your comfort zone and make you into habits, we will use the 1 rep rule. Like if you stop going to the gym, go today for 10 minutes. Don't worry about a good workout. Don't worry about the weight. Just get in the building and move. Stop your diet. Don't wait for tomorrow morning to eat clean. Make your very next meal, the one you eat in an hour, a win. 1 healthy plate can stop a week of damage. Stop your work. Sit at your desk for 15 minutes. Write 1 sentence. Send 1 email. Break the silence. The goal for these 72 hours isn't to be an expert. The goal is to stop being the person who stayed down. Your ego wants you to wait until you can do it right. I want you to do it poorly. I want you to do it messy. I want you to do it while you're annoyed. Doing something imperfectly is 1,000,000 times better than doing nothing at all. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Consistency is the only thing that builds empires. I know you're mad at yourself. I know you look at the version of you that existed on January 1st, the one who was so full of hope, and you feel like you let that person down. You feel like you are not that person anymore. But here's a secret about success. The version of you that you just dreamed off is useless. That person had a great January 1st, but they didn't have the hunger to do something for February. They were a fan of the result, but they hated the process. They loved the idea of winning, but they hated the training. Do you know who is the builder? It's the person who actually gets the money, the body, and the lifestyle you actually dreamed off is the same person who was born in the mud and in the dark reality of thoughts. He's just like a different version of you, maybe from a different reality or a different universe. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that he or she has already achieved the ideas and dreams that you were just thinking about whole day. That person is born on the days when you feel like a fraud, when you're disappointed in yourself, but you show up anyway. Success isn't about how high you can jump when you're happy. It's about how hard you can fight when you're tired and you don't even like the person you see in the mirror. You have 72 hours to decide who you are. Are you the person who talks about what they wanted to do while their life slips away? Or are you the person who gets up, wipes the spit off their face, and says, I don't care that I fell. I'm moving now. Most people will watch this, feel a little pump, and then go right back to the same habits that made them fail in January. They will wait for March, then they will wait for summer, then they will wonder why they're still miserable and stuck next year. Don't be that person. Use the next 72 hours to save your year. Prove to yourself that you haven't given up yet. The new year didn't start in January. That was just the trial period. The real year starts the moment you stop making excuses and start taking action. That guilt you feel right now, that's not a bad thing. That's your heart telling you that you're doing better than the life you've been living lately. It's your potential trying to wake you up before it's too late. It's a reminder that you were born for more than just scrolling and sleeping. January showed what you could do. These next 72 hours will show what you're made of. The world has enough people who start things. The world is starving for people who can actually finish them. The clock is ticking. You have 3 days to change the trajectory of your entire life. No more starting Monday. No more next month. No more waiting for a feeling that isn't coming. No more lying to the person in the mirror. The year isn't over. It only starts when you win these next 72 hours. Your life is waiting for you. Stop keeping it waiting. Go. January was a test of your excitement, but February is a test of your character. The next 72 hours will decide if you're a dreamer or a builder.